We welcome you into Holy Innocents High School. It is a Holy Innocents Gymnasium. It is Holiday Hoopsgiving. I'm Joel Hillsman. Glad that you're with us, and I'll be joined by Danielle Jackson on the color for our first game. It will be the McEachern Lady Indians and the Holy Innocents Golden Bears. And Danielle, we have a fun treat here to open off Holiday Hoopsgiving, and it's going to be a pleasure working with you.
I mean, really some of the greatest talent in girls basketball in the state, so I'm excited right now.
Yes, it is. Headline for the McEachern Indians. We'll be paying attention to number 10, Q Morrison, number 11, Chanel Wilson, and number 5, Lindsay Wilby. I'll get into more of them later. On the flip side, for their home team, and they host this tournament very well, this showcase, the Holy Innocents Lady Bears. You can tell I'm excited, huh? Kayla Pointer is the headliner, and then Kayla Hubbard. So a pair of Kaylas, you spell them differently, and you should keep an eye on Shy Blanding and Kennedy Suttle as well. We're moments away from the tip. Here are the starting lineups for the McEachern Lady Indians. It'll be number 5, Lindsay Wilby, number 10, Q Morrison, number 11, Chanel Wilson, number 20, Simone Oliver, and number 35, Jasmine Clemens. For the Holy Innocents Golden Bears, it'll be Kennedy Suttle, number 1, Kayla Pointer, number 3, Kayla Hubbard, number 12, Jada Farrell, number 25, and Shy Blanding, number 32. McEachern will be in the blue tops, blue bottoms, Vegas gold trim, Vegas gold numbers. Holy Innocents will be in all white, white tops, white bottoms, the garnet burgundy trim. The Lady Indians head coach Phyllis Arthur in her 10th season, and the Bears head coach Nicole Dixon in her first season taking over for Tony Watkins. We are underway. And Holy Innocents is going to take it immediately, driving to the hoop. Was Pointer is taken away, and here comes the steal. Q Morrison out into the forecourt with a right-hand dribble, right down the lane, put it up, no good, short. Rebound on the glass, put up by Clements, no, tip, back tap. She got the offensive rebound, and now we'll kick it out. Here comes Chanel Wilson on the drive, kicks it over to the left, putting it on the floor. Lindsay behind the back, now dumped it down and low. She was going for a cutting Wilson, out of bounds. Kayla Hubbard with the tip. It'll stay McEachern ball.
I love the pace early, really quick. Everybody's driving, attacking the basket early.
And that's what McEachern has done. They've been known to do under head coach Phyllis Arthur, push the pace. They are a high-scoring octane team, but if forced to slow it down, they can. They'll set it up out at the top, and here is Q Morrison right there on the beautiful Hoopsgiving logo. With the right-hand dribble, sends it over to Chanel Wilson over on the left wing. Cutting to the top is Oliver. Stop, 16-footer, no good. Rebound ripped down by Kayla Hubbard, and she'll push it out in transition. Kayla with the left-handed pass to Suttle. Suttle now will take it over on the right side and give it back out top, and here's Blanding. Blanding to Hubbard. Hubbard will trick you now. She's a southpaw, but very deadly, and she's very, very active and quick and agile for her size. There's a cut, steal. Wilson shot the passing lane. They're out on the break. 2-on-1. Dumped it off to Morrison. They got back defensively good by the Bears. She's trapped over on the right wing, knocked out of bounds, and it will stay McEachern basketball. Kayla Pointer right there defensively in with the pressure. A lot of ties here on this game. Kayla Pointer and Kayla Hubbard and Q Morrison all play travel ball together with that Fire Team Elite Pointer squad. Here's Lindsay Wilby on the left side. Going to drive on the left baseline. Defense cut her off. She stepped out of bounds. They didn't call it. Kick it back out to Chanel. Chanel, a deep three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, battle for, and Kayla Pointer's going to come away with it. Kayla with the left-hand dribble. Now going to hesitate. Going to go all the way. Scoop it up with the right hand. Good. Kayla Pointer cracks the seal on this one.
And that three-point shot by Wilby, she will take that. She's knocked that down plenty of times.
Here's Q Morrison into the forecourt. Lindsay Wilby getting instructions from Coach Arthur. Now they come up and we're even 5-on-5. Chanel, hard dribble, crossover inside the free throw line. Jump in and out, no. Back tap. Wilson gets the rebound, dumped it off to Oliver, off the window. Good. Second chance points and offensive rebounding. We're tied at 2. 2 minutes gone by. Shot is blocked. Fight for it underneath the basket, out of bounds, and it will go over to McEachern, and we'll have our first substitution. Holy Innocents now will send in Patterson Williams, a 5'6" senior, and she will come in for Jada Farrell. Farrell will take a seat. 2-2. 2 minutes gone by. Joel Hillsman, Danielle Jackson here with you. Oh, man, I think I've settled down. Here's Wilson. Chanel pops it over to Oliver on the right wing, holding and looking. Clements calling for it in the post. They won't give it to her. They're swinging all the way around the horn. Q pulls the long left wing three. Air ball out of bounds off of Suttle, and it will stay McEachern ball.
That was a quick shot right there. But I like this matchup right here. You got Q Morrison and Pointer, 2 SEC schools. So.
Yep, Pointer going to LSU. Coach Nikki Caldwell doing it down there. I know she's got married Nikki Vargas now. Air ball will be on the three. Here's Kayla Pointer. Kayla Hubbard. Pass was stolen again. Oliver shot in, got the steal, and now Wilson will come up with it, and a foul will be called. First foul of the day, Shy Blanding her first and the team's first.
It seems like both of these teams are playing with a little bit of nerves right now, kind of forcing shots, forcing passes. I like to see them slow down right here and take their time.
McEachern especially has pulled a couple of long tray balls. Wilby with the jab step back, a three. Good, Lindsey Wilby cracks it in, a 3-ball. And the Lady Indians lead 5-2. There's Pointer driving, and they took it away from her, and let's see, jump ball call. Kayla Pointer, destructive in the state championship game last year. I think she went for 33 or 35 points, and then we found out that the rims weren't right, and she scored 35 on incorrect rims. Just a joy to watch play and handle the basketball. Here's Morrison. Morrison goes around the Clemens screen, stops, pulls a deep three. Good. Q Morrison around the ball screen and drops home a three. It's 8-2.
This team can put up points fast, so they have to get out on these three-point shooters early.
And here's the press. Oliver in there. She has been everywhere defensively so far, causing havoc. Now she gets the deflection there. 4:46 to go. And it almost looks, Danielle, you mentioned settling down and calming down. Looks like McEachern may now have settled down. It may be on Holy Innocents to get one to go through the basket for them to settle down. And there's a bad turnover, a bad pass on the inbounds, on the side out of bounds.
Holy Innocents has to get the ball into their point guard, Kayla Pointer's hand, and she has to control this team right now. She's on the floor in pain right now.
Yeah, holding her face. And Coach Dixon, who we're sitting closest right here on the floor, by the way, wonderful job by the Hoopsgiving crew to get us down here on the floor. Coach Dixon was asking the ref to look for the blind screen, and that's who that's going to be. So we're going to have a substitution now as Patterson Williams, 5'6" senior, who checked in briefly for Jada Farrell. Kayla is still down. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if she got hit on the screen or what, and she is still down. Now she's rolled over on her back, and we do not need to see Kayla Pointer sitting down. All right, it is McEachern 8-2, 4:46. We'll step out quickly. This is Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUVtv.
The 2016 Holiday Hoopsgiving broadcasts are sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Nike, just do it. Assistant Basketball Coach app, your source for basketball training. And Audi, advancement through technology.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. They told so many others the same thing. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant.
Good to see Kayla Pointer get up. Looked like it was something going on with her face or jaw there, Danielle, so hopefully she'll be able to get that worked out. There's a long three ball again, and now McEachern using the long ball. Lindsey Wilby with her second three. 11-2. They feed it down. Suttle is in the post. Suttle puts it up left hand. No good. Tip. Fight for the rebound. Wilby going to come away with it. Ooh, she went behind the back off the rebound. Here comes Lindsey pushing it on. Couldn't get the handle on it. Taken away. Good defensive effort in there by Jada Farrell. Farrell now has it. Kicks it over to Williams. Williams, a long right wing three. Front iron, no, and a whistle underneath. And a foul will be on McEachern. Nope, it was on Suttle. Suttle with a loose ball foul. Her first and the team second.
That wasn't a terrible shot, but the pace is still moving a little bit too fast.
4:12 to go, 11-2. McEachern with three straight three balls have pushed that lead out to 9. It technically is an 11-0 run. Swing it over to Morrison over on the left wing. Morrison back to Wilson between the rings. Oliver popped and flashed at the post. Didn't do it with it. So here goes Chanel. Drops it back off the Q. Q now going to come on a crossover. She's itching to pull it. Now they're going to step out, swing it over. There's a long three. Clement short corner three, no good. Will be on the offensive glass. McEachern has done a good job getting offensive rebounds in this game as well. There goes Wilson driving, taken away. Kayla Hubbard got it. They bodies on the floor. Kayla picks it up now, gives it over to Jada Farrell. She's going to get trapped. Double team in the corner. That's a quadruple team. Get the loop to pass over to Hubbard. Hubbard quickly gets it up to Subtle. Kennedy got it blocked. Get it out of here. Get that shot out of here. Put back up and in good by Kayla Hubbard. Simone Oliver and Lindsay Wilby right now playing very well overall for the McEachern Lady Indians. It's 11-4, but the hoop there by Hubbard breaks that 11-0 run. Chanel takes her time, has it between the rings. Wilson now gives it over to Wilby, who's worked on by Patterson over on the left wing. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Popping is Oliver, swings it over to Wilson. Wilson to Clements. Clements step back, now going to feed it in. Q with a back to the basket move. Beautiful. Missed it, no good. Clements on the rebound. Put it back up and in. McEachern right now.
The ball right now.
There's a drive, scooping it up, floating good. Jada Farrell with the hoop, her first two.
Jada Farrell for two.
This Holy Innocents team is going to have to find as much offense as they can outside of their point guard, Kayla Pointer, out right now.
Yep, as out and not anywhere on the bench. Jade McGugan will come in. There's another long three ball, and now the timeout has to be called. Another three from the McEachern Lady Indians puts them up 10, 16-6 with 2:22 to go. We'll take it with them. Quick 30 seconds right here, SUVtv. Pulls a three, no good. Offensive rebound by Dodd Muggan and gives it in to Subtle. Subtle lost it, had it taken away. There's a steal by Jasmine Clinton. Gets it up to Q Morrison. Morrison going to pull it back, swing it back up to the top. Almost a dangerous pass. Chanel takes it. Oh, good look down low to Oliver off the window. No tip. Rebound going to come down to Williams. Williams now reached from behind on a foul on Q Morrison, her first, and McEachern's first team foul.
That was a better defensive effort by Holy Innocents on this end, even though that was a great pass.
Kayla Pointer now back on the bench, but not yet into the contest. 1:54 to go first quarter. Williams goes out, and Jada Farrell goes in. Coach Dixon doing some mixing and matching as she can, but right now they have not settled down at all. McEachern dictating the pace and also dictating things defensively. Here's Blanding. Blanding dribbling out there, worked on by Wilson. Now hands it out to Kayla Hubbard. Hubbard gonna go driving down the lane, shot up. No, she was fouled. Smacked across the back. Coach Arthur up, very upset. Let's see who they called a foul on. It will be on Simone Oliver. That'll be her first and the team's second.
Holy Innocents seems to be finding a little more success when they're driving to the basket instead of settling for those threes outside.
You and K Hub are going to be up top. Kennedy and Jade on the wings. Jade on the post. Running Kentucky.
Hubbard goes through a free throw routine, and she now gets her first scratch from the free throw line with one more coming up. McEachern goes to the bench for the first time with a freshman, 5'9", Daylin Craig, into the contest for the Lady Indians. Patterson Williams, man, she running sprints from the bench to the scorer's table. Second free throw from Hubbard is good. And she will go in for Jade Dodd Mugen. 1:38 now. The referees are having a discussion here and not exactly sure what they're talking about. 16-8. It looks like they're trying to decide who's going to have coffee at halftime. I really don't know what the discussion is about. He's looking at the clock, but the clock looks right and the score looks right. Now, is he checking to see if someone's in the book? Let's see. Okay, they're talking about a substitution from Holy Innocents, and they're talking about Patterson Williams, 14, and then they're talking about number 4. So did they get the 14 and the 4s confused? Okay, so you know what, Danielle, I was being funny about her running sprints from the bench to the scores table, but they caught that.
Right.
What the ruling was is the clock never ran on her substitution, so she could not go out or could not check in. I called that great refereeing. Now, guess what? Back to the scores table she goes. Wilby going to go drive and power boom, dribble down the lane, no good. Out of bounds, deflected, and now here comes Williams in. So the matchup, mix and match game that Coach Dixon is playing, I haven't caught on to it, Danielle. Have you seen exactly what she's doing with the quick in and out substitutions?
She put 4 in, and 4 went to the free throw line, came right back out. So I'm not.
Morrison kicks it out. Wilson a long top side 3. Good. Banged it home. Chanel Wilson, her first field goal. McEachern is stroking that long ball. They've hit 5 of them here in this first quarter. Here's Suttle. Suttle going to drive with the right hand, out of control. And an offensive foul. Kennedy Suttle, her second, and the team's third. That's also a turnover.
And you mentioned 5 threes by McEachern early. This Holy Innocents team cannot lose these players. They're losing all of their three-point shooters, and it looks like everybody on the floor can hit threes.
103, 102, 1 minute to go, and then Kayla Hubbard goes back to the scores table. 19-8, under a minute, and now Q Morrison will dribble it just inside the timeline with the left hand. You don't see McEachern do this often. Q going to the University of Georgia, and this is her second year at McEachern after coming over from Mount Perrin. She was an all-state performer.
The shot clock.
Kayla Hubbard back this garage. They lead Holy Innocents 21-10 at the end of the first right here. SUVtv.com.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Joe Hilton, Danielle Jackson back here with you. Glad that you're with us on SUVtv. A full day, Friday and Saturday, right here in the holiday Hoopsgiving at Holy Innocents High School. And the host lady, Bears, taking on the McEachern Lady Indians. And there's a foul as Kayla Hubbard goes down the right side. She was fouled as we begin this second quarter. Quick thoughts of what you saw in that first quarter, Danielle.
Too many open three-pointers by McEachern. That's why this Holy Innocents team is down by 11 right now. But I like the fact that Hubbard is being very aggressive right now. It's the second time at the free throw line, and he's got a quick bucket right before the first quarter ended. So I like to see her get more involved, and I like to see, now that Pointer's back in the game, her really take over.
Hubbard 3 of 3 at the line. I think she's underrated for her skill set. That's because I got to see her play a lot of travel ball, and of course, as I mentioned, she played with Team Elite Pointer. She does get to the line, and then I don't care what you say, left-handers always have that slight advantage, and she'll be aggressive, and she gets vocal, but she never forces and presses. And now you can kind of see maybe her team needs her, so she's picked it up just a little bit. Easily break the press in the corner as Wilby. Stops, fires a three, no good. Rebound offensively again, Q Morrison. And she steps out, takes a long three, in and out, no. Hubbard on the glass. Hubbard going all the way, and you can see it was a battle up and down the floor. Alexis Burke, 5'9", into the game for McEachern. Take a look there at Kayla Hubbard, 4-star recruit, and I can agree with all 4 of them stars.
And you mentioned her versatility. She has guard skills, but like a post body, so I like to see her really be interchangeable on this team.
Shot no good. Fight for the rebound. I love it. Jump ball will be called. We'll be going at it with Jada Farrell. They just fighting for the ball. Holy Innocents trying to find their legs. They jumped out 2-0. McEachern raced out on an 11-0 run and have not looked back. They lead now by 11. 21, excuse me, by 9, 21-12. Math was not my subject, trust me. Wilby gives it over to Wilson. Wilson across the timeline with 7:13 to go in the second quarter. Over to Wilby. Wilby gonna stop and pull a three. Good. They are not stepping out. Lindsay Wilby hits another 3 ball. And it's 24-12. I can add that up. It's 12-point lead now. Got them doubled up. Kayla now driving it. Shot up, no, out of bounds. Good harassment defense from Alexis Burke, who did not play in that first quarter. Came in his second quarter there and really laying the lumber to Kayla Hubbard. Williams looking on the inbounds. Pass was late inside to Farrell. Farrell got it and then a foul. Foul will be on the floor. And the foul will be on Q Morrison, her first, the team's 5th. Check it, her second. Steal, and now here comes Morrison. Morrison on the break, one-hand pass over to Wilby, lost it, couldn't get the handle on it, flipped it back and scored. Was that Oliver 20? I was blocked. Chanel with the hoop, okay, the ref blocked me just a moment. Chanel Wilson with her second field goal. There's Kayla driving, puts it up, no good. Harassed by Morrison, looking for a foul. Morrison on the break, up ahead to Lindsay Wilby. Catch, layup, on the break, it rolls in good. McEachern now racing and running now. And now here comes Holy Innocents back. Williams, a left side 3, good. Patterson Williams, she's been itching to pull that trigger and did, and knocked that one home.
And when she dials it up like that in transition, you know she's a shooter.
Exactly, yeah, transition threes, I tell you. Sometimes it's a long layup.
Right.
Wilby, another dribble move, pull back. No, was fading away on that one, quite frankly. Pointer gets the rebound.
McEachern kind of feeling themselves a little bit, just jacking up threes right now.
They got the green light. Kayla with the drive. No, Kayla has not scored yet and got knocked in the face. Excuse me, she has scored. She got a hoop earlier in that first quarter. As we take a look at Kayla Pointer's stats, you see she's going to LSU. I talked about Nikki Caldwell-Vargas. Had a dip in the last couple of years, but the Lady Tigers, man, they're going to be back and fierce in the next few years.
And with a 13-point deficit, you know that Pointer's going to come in and try to make up for lost time that she was out at the end of that first quarter.
And the thing about it is, even when she was in the game, they still were struggling to get things going. So now a ball player like Kayla now, listen, she's a top prospect on Prospect Nations. She's a top prospect on the ESPN Hoop Girls. She's not going to take the game lying down. Splits the free throws. And it's 28-16. So here's Chanel Wilson going to drive down the lane, left-hand layup, short, shot, a rim, rebound, and a whistle underneath. Let's see.
Wilson not knocking down a lot of shots right now, but she's been very aggressive. It's hard to stay in front of her. She's real shifty.
Wilson now picks up her second, and all of a sudden, that's the 7th team foul, so we'll come down and do the 1-and-1. Craig will come in. Oliver will go out. And let's see, Victoria has checked in. Victoria Aglin, a junior, 5'6", has checked in for the first time for the McEachern Lady Indians. So Kayla Pointer, who just split a pair, at the line, she's got the 1-and-1 coming up with 5:51 to go. And McEachern leading Holy Innocents 28-16. Free throw, good. She'll get another. And sometimes going to that free throw line, Danielle, you know, a couple free shots get you in your rhythm and you start getting things going.
No, it definitely does. And when you see that, you can get to places on the floor and get fouled. That really gets you going.
Pointer stroked in 2 free throws, so she's made 3 in a row, cut the lead now down to 10. McEachern back quickly. Here's Aglin. Aglin going to go down the left side, stop and kick it back to Clemens. To Wilson, who is wide open. Bang, bang, bang. All 3 of them from Chanel Wilson.
And if she could just sit there and take that shot all day, I think she makes. If she took 100, I think she make 90.
And you were talking about identifying the three-point shooters. They're not getting out. They're not closing out. They're not racing out at all. McEachern is getting a shot without the hand in the face.
I mean, and absolutely no pressure.
Pointer shot is no good. Craig on the glass, and then here come the Lady Indians back this way with Wilson. Wilson dances and prances and pulls a 3. Badly missed, no good. Here comes Kayla Pointer with a head fake. Kayla with the left hand. She had Hubbard rolling with her. There's a floater, teardrop, in and out, no good. Aglin on the glass for McEachern. 3 minutes gone by in this second quarter, and the Lady Indians with a 13-point lead trying to add to it. Shot rolled in good. Victoria Aglin, underrated, and comes in and gives them steady stuff off the bench. There's Pointer on a hesitation and a carry. She palmed trying to use the little head fake. 33-18, it has been all McEachern. Holy Innocents led 2-0. McEachern went out on an 11-0 run, and they've just expanded the lead ever since. Holy Innocents got it down to 9 at 21-12, and that's about it. Since then, though, I look at it, that's a 12-6 push from the Indians, and they are using that long ball. They've hit 7 of them in the contest.
If this Holy Innocents team wants to remotely stay in this game, they have to get out on these shooters.
8 3-pointers, excuse me. Here's Aglin. And I've got to say, I'm not keeping the shots, but they're right around 40% from deep. Here she travel. Here's Aglin, Euro stepping down the lane, put it up off the window, no good. Kennedy Suttle is back in, and she gets the rebound, and they're going to push it with the right hand all the way down the lane, put it up left hand, good. Count it, and a foul, Kennedy Suttle. Kennedy Suttle, a junior, 6 foot, going to the free throw line. That's her first hoop, and she'll try to finish off the 3-point play. Free throw. Rolled in good. So now Holy Innocents getting to the free throw line, Danielle, and cashing them in, 4:25 to go. And a 30-second timeout has been called by Coach Phyllis Arthur, who is dead hot with her squad, even though they lead by 12 with 4:22 to go. Well, while we've got a moment, Danielle, you played basketball here in the state of Georgia. Ladies basketball, I'm a big basketball fan all the way around, but ladies basketball altogether. When you see 14 of the top 100 recruits are coming from the state of Georgia in Prospect Nation, 8 in the ESPN top 100, what does that tell you about the respect and the growth of ladies basketball in the state?
I mean, it's always been good if you ask me, but Georgia's definitely getting the respect it deserves. Out of 50 states, we got 14 girls going, in the top 50. So that's what, I don't know the math on that, but that's a good percentage.
Let's not get into this. I can't reach for the calculator right now. Jasmine Clement standing right in front of us, out of the timeout with 4:22 to go here in this second quarter. Joel Hilsman, Danielle Jackson, glad that you are with us here at SUVtv. Holiday Hoopsgiving from Holy Innocents, and more substitution issues with Coach Dixon and Patterson Williams. I do not know what is going on with that. Coach Dixon is in her first year, but I'm sure this is not her first year of basketball. Craig now swings it over to Wilson. Wilson now over to Clements. Clements works it around to Aglin. Victoria now with the right hand dribble. They feed it into the corner. There's Lindsey Wilby. Wilby going to Texas Tech, drops it off to Victoria, who floats it up off the back iron. No, they fight for it, get the offensive rebound again. She gave it to Jasmine. Jasmine a power dribble. They triple team and taken away by Kayla Pointer. Kayla now going to run with it. They knock it away from her. The ball is just hot potato right now, and almost a turnover out of bounds. It will stay with Holy Innocents as substitutions now. Dodd Mungan comes in along with Patterson Williams.
This Holy Innocents team still seem to be panicking a little bit.
And let's give McEachern their credit, too. Their pressure and intensity could have a lot to do with that. Pass was deflected again, and McEachern has deflected a lot of balls. They've been in the passing lane. Nothing has came easy for them. Inbound, back, they swing it around. Kayla going to stop a long 2. Foot was on the line, no good. Rebound offensively, put it up and in off the window, good. So there's an offensive rebound and put back by Shot Blanding. Foul call. And the refs are getting together and going to talk about it. Well, I do like how they are kind of controlling the game. They call a jump ball, and it will go to Holy Innocents.
I like that call. That definitely was a jump ball. What's
Blandon.
Yeah, Brandon got in there and really made a play on the ball, and I don't like to see that being called a foul when they're just being aggressive.
Yeah, I like that. And then the fact that the refs actually got together and discussed it. They've been in control of this basketball game from the beginning. Because I'm tough on the refs. I like it to see called both ways and keep control of the game. When they do good, I'll let you know. When I don't agree, I'll let you know.
And sometimes in a game like this, you just got to let the girls play.
Exactly. Elite level basketball. McEachern a 7A squad. Holy Innocents a 1A private squad. I'm just not a big class guy when it comes to basketball. Here's Pointer going to catch it, go down the baseline on a foul, and Coach Arthur did not like the defensive effort right there. Goes right to the bench and goes and gets Simone Oliver. Foul was called on Craig.
And the only offense for Holy Innocents right now is coming from the free throw line, but they have to take what they can get.
10-point game, and Kayla Pointer now at the free throw line. She is 3 of 4 on the day. All 3 of 4 have came here in this second quarter. 3:26 to go, trying to get the lead under 10, and does. They got it back down to 9 now. Q Morrison will come in, and Chanel Wilson will take a seat. Defending champions, McEachern, Class 6A defending state champ from last year. They're now 7A, but that's still the highest class. And after 3 straight finals appearances for Holy Innocents, they finally won it last year, the Class 1A private state champion. So we've got a battle of Georgia state champs right here from top to bottom. And right now it's an 8-point game, and now Holy Innocents all of a sudden seems to have a little pep in their step defensively. Alyssa Smith has checked into the game. Victoria Aglin drove, and there's a turnover. Here comes Hubbard back this way, 3:05 to go. Hubbard down the lane, floats it up with the left hand, no, and a foul. So McEachern now beginning to rack up the fouls. That'll be their 10th. 2 free throws coming, even though it was a shooting foul for Kayla Hubbard. Foul on Simone Oliver, her second, the team's 10. Foul count 10-3 right now, and McEachern has begun to hack, and if you're Holy Innocents, that's a way to get back into the game at the free throw line, points without the clock moving.
And McEachern have a lot of reserves in the game right now. Holy Innocent notices that and attacks immediately.
Hubbard gets up there and strokes in both free throws. She's 6 of 6 from the line, and all of a sudden that lead now is down to 6. Q Morrison walks it up and gives it over to Victoria. Victoria now back to Morrison. Morrison steps into a long 3. Good. Q Morrison drops home her 3rd triple of the contest. Got the green light, Danielle.
You have to know Q Morrison's name and her number. You have to be with her every moment on the floor.
Jump stop, Pointer, float. Good, a beautiful move. Kayla Pointer.
That
should have been an and one.
I mean, really, she did everything she could to get the ball in the basket.
Here's Aglin. That's a beautiful move. Kayla Pointer. Her team is down right now, but this game is not over. She may wind up shining. Under 2.5 to go. Morrison over to Aglin. Aglin, quick move to the baseline, but it was cut off by Hubbard. That's what we were talking about with Hubbard's agility and her footwork. Now get blown by Morrison through the lane. Up, counted, and a foul. Q Morrison. That's her first 2-point field goal.
These guards really going at it back and forth. I love it.
I am in absolute heaven. I'm sorry, people. You guys that are familiar with me on SUVtv, you know how I am. I love the basketball, but this is the first time McEachern has been on SUVtv. I promise you this will not be the last as we take a look at our SUVtv instant replay. And Q Morrison will be going to Georgia. Trying to complete the N1. Free throw is good. And 1 all the way around. 12 points in the contest for Q Morrison. 2:15 to go. Lead pushed right back up to 10. Here's Kayla. Kayla at the top. Kayla going to hesitate on her, work over. Now going to move and swing it to the left of Hubbard. Hubbard now going to get it down low to Farrell. Farrell lost it out of bounds. No, traveling violation down on the baseline. 2 minutes to go, second quarter. Here's Q Morrison. You better watch out. There's Wilson. Wilson now going to drive, dump it off. Pass knocked away by Soto. Here they come out in transition. It's Pointer on Morrison all the way to the hoop. Up, shot, offensive foul call. An outstanding job by Q Morrison. They don't agree with the call, but I do. And those are 2 former travel ball teammates. That was a little backyard right there. She knew, let me stop and set my feet, and got the offensive foul.
And this is the matchup we were looking for. Morrison getting the best of the matchup right now, but hey, Pointer's not backing down.
No, she's not, and that's just her first foul. Offensive foul, player control, and a turnover. Here's Wilson. Wilson to Clement, swings it over to Wilby. Wilby, a long left wing three. You know what happened. It's bottom of the net. Lindsey Wilby rattles home her 4th triple of the contest. She has 14 in the game. 42-29. Driving, Hubbard, baseline, float up good. There we go. Deceptive. I love Kayla Hubbard, the way she moved. That's her 3rd field goal. 12 in the contest for her. Wilby, bang, bang, bang. Give her all 3 of them again. Lindsey Wilby is a flamethrower. Give me the hot sauce. Give me the hot sauce. 60 seconds to go. 45-31. My goodness. I put that on everything.
Is it just safe to get them all 3 points once they line up for these wide open threes?
They got to be right at 50% right now. There's a drive shot up. No, Wilby wanted a jump ball, but I think she's going to get hit with the foul. That might be the only thing slow her down, but that's her first foul, team 11, double bonus time. 49 and 1/10. Lindsey Wilby has 5 threes in the contest, 17 points here in this first half. Jada Farrell, a freshman, 5'7" at the free throw line. Short on the first one, no good.
McEachern's offense just happens so quick. I mean, it's like they come down maybe 1 or 2 times and no scoring, and then bang, 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 right back to back.
And it seems we were talking about the shot selection earlier, but really it seems like that's a part of the offense and in the flow of the offense.
It is. It is. I mean, they're 3-point shooters, so they're looking for it any way they can.
Everywhere. Everyone has pulled a 3 minus Oliver, and she popped out to act like she was going to pull a 3. Coming up on 30 seconds to go. Here's Wilby back over to Morrison. Oliver, who's in that. Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUVtv.
The 2016 Holiday Hoopsgiving broadcasts are sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Nike, just do it. Assistant Basketball Coach app, your source for basketball training. And Audi, advancement through technology.
It always comes a breaking point in everything that you do. But here's what the great ones do when the breaking point comes. I want to say this is why I play the game of basketball. Say for everybody.
Powered by AssistantBasketballCoach.com.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. They told so many others the same thing. not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant. No matter what. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to play 40 minutes and make up 40 feet and make a defensive play, a defining moment in your career. You're not even supposed to be here. And yet, here you are.
And back here with you. Wilby has, 17, has 10 in this contest.
Has to stop the
10 3-pointers as a team for the McEachern Lady Indians. Lindsey Wilby had 5 of those. Q Morrison had 3 of those. Chanel Wilson had the other 2. So there you go, 10 3-pointers. 8 minutes back up on the clock. McEachern will receive it first. They'll move right to left. They are in the blue and the Vegas gold. There's the pass down low to Wilby. Wilby holding on the right wing. It's Wilby, Morrison, Clement, Oliver, and Wilson, the 5 on the floor. So the starting lineup for the McEachern Lady Indians is Pointer, Hubbard, Suttle, Farrell, and Blanding, the 5 on the floor for Holy Innocents. Both starting lineups stepping into a 3. Kayla Hubbard, it is short, no good. Rebound to Clements on the floor. Picks it up and now here comes Q Morrison. Mew gonna hesitate, all the way down the lane, scoop it up, no, and a very late whistle. And the Holy Innocents bench not pleased with that.
I don't really like that call either. I think when somebody's already there and established and you're trying to force it in the layup, just let the girls play in that instance.
That was the trail official who came in with the late call there, and I said it was late, and the Holy Innocents bench did not agree with me. Q Morrison going to the free throw line. She's 1 of 1 on the day from the line. Good on the first one.
And you saw as soon as McEachern came out, they tried to pick up where they left off at the 3-point line. I assume that Holy Innocent, when they were in the locker room, that's all they talked about was getting out on 3-point shooters, so they can't let that happen at all.
49-32. Coach Dixon quickly goes to the substitution again. I have not got a hold of her substitution pattern, but she's the coach. I just don't see what the substitutions are. Hubbard shot up, no. Another late whistle. Same referee this time. Going to call it on Lindsey Wilby this time. It'll be her second and the team's first. Coach Nicole Dixon in her first season at Holy Innocents. They are the defending state champs. 3 straight trips to the finals, trying to make it 4 this year. And the free throw, no good from Kayla Hubbard. She was perfect prior to that. Coach Dixon taking over for Tony Watkins, who finally got those girls a state championship. And if you ask them, they said they got it for him as he rolled off. Free throw, good.
Hubbard is 1 for 2 from the line.
16-point ball game. McEachern has been in control since trailing 2-0. They took the lead 5-2, and they've led ever since. Minute gone by here in this third quarter. Clements is out high, puts it on the floor with the left hand. Picked it up very comfortably, now gives it over to Wilson. Ooh, what a move down the lane. Kick it over to the left. Oliver now has it. They're going to kick it back. Going to step into a 3. Wilby, long 3. Back iron. No, and foul on the 3-point shot. Now, that is not the defense defensively we were talking about. You do not want to foul a 3-point shooter.
You don't want to foul a shooter, period. Because if she makes that, it's a 4-point play. They actually called it on the floor. How did that happen?
I didn't see that one. Okay, 6:45. They did call it on the floor. Bad pass by Morrison. It was stolen away by Blanding. Blanding up ahead to Kayla Pointer. Stop, pop, right block, no good. Rebound, ripped down by Morrison. Morrison now going to come back this way up ahead. Here comes Chanel Wilson up over to Wilby. Wilby going to take it and peel it back out. Now they'll set it up. Hands it over to Morrison. Morrison around the ball screen, steps up. There's a 3 in her face, no good. Rebound is to Pointer. Kayla Pointer now with the left hand dribble quickly, crossing the timeline, getting pressure from Morris, goes all the way, flips it up left hand, no. Hubbard, offensive rebound, put back good. Kayla Hubbard.
Kayla Hubbard for the putback, that's 2.
Holy Innocents is at home, but they aren't getting the calls they're looking for.
Very much so. It is their gym. It is their gym. They are the host, and they have Hoover tomorrow in the opening game. And Hoover now, those ladies are going to come in here and play very, very well as well, even despite the coaching change. There's a shot jumper, good. Short corner for Lindsey Wilby.
Lindsey Wilby for 2.
Holy Innocents will deal with tomorrow later. Right now, they got to find their way back into this game. Good pass, good cut, shot up, no good, and a foul on Simone Oliver. Oliver now just picked up her 3rd. Team second. Kayla Hubbard hit it down to Kennedy Suttle. Suttle with 3 points in that first half. She completed an and 1. She's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Getting up off the bench now, Demaya McPherson. She'll check in after the free throw. Good, Kennedy Suttle stripping the nets. Oliver takes a seat. McPherson. Uh, 51. McEachern Lady Indians working with Chanel Wilson. Pulls a three. It's online. It's long. Morrison couldn't get the rebound. Back tap out to Clemens. Another second chance opportunity for the Lady Indians. Wilby hesitate, travel. Indecisive right there, Danielle.
That was good defense. Way to stay down. Way to be out on shooters that time for this Holy Innocents team. They need to put together a couple of trips down the floor just like that.
And I have to start defensively and get some stop shot to passing lane and steal. Wilby gonna go all the way, layup, good. No, she blew the layup. Good hustle and a fight back and a foul on Chanel Wilson. That was a lazy pass. Lindsey Wilby stepped right in and stole it, but could not finish on the other end.
That was a good break, a tough break actually by Holy Innocents, because that could have went the other way, and that's a 4-point turnaround right there.
Blown layup. Now here's Blanding into the forecourt. She'll have it back from Hubbard between the rings and right there on that logo. Now moves with the right hand dribble. Blanding kicks it over to Pointer. Kayla Pointer now has it on the left wing and gives it this swinging around the horn. Here's Blanding. Blanding saw an opening. Gonna drive, ball knocked away. Morrison in on great defense. She's running with Wilson. She has her, lays it off of Wilson, bobbled it, shot it up, no good. Hubbard with the rebound. That was a good frustration play there, or a good tenacious play by Suttle, who forced that bad pass. Hubbard shot is no good. They chase and fight for the rebound. Wilby comes away with it. They have numbers if they go. Wilby gonna alley it, tip it back. Clemens recovered it, put it on the floor, off the window, good. Did not reward the big girl for running the floor, but she was able to sit there because she ran the floor and get the easy money. You usually say reward the big man. I'm not gonna do that. Big girl, the 5 spot. Suttle flipped it up, no, and was fouled. Foul on McPherson. Demaya McPherson just into the contest, picks up her first and the team's third.
And although this team is down 16, the energy is different right now. The energy, they really playing with a lot of energy. They're being very aggressive, so.
Suttle missed the free throw, and that is the team's 4th foul. Excuse me, I like to check myself on the scoreboard, and they hadn't moved it. They moved it a little late. Suttle now will get one more. Splits the free throw.
They have to make these free throws if they want to cut into this league.
53-39, 4:10 to go. Approaching the midway point of the third quarter, and what has been, despite the margin right now, still a very entertaining game. Although, Danielle, you're right. The energy has kind of changed a little bit. Aglin drops it off to Clemens. Clemens a shot, and another late whistle coming, offensive foul. The whistle's now beginning to come late on both ends of the floor. Victoria Anglin gets the whistle and a player control foul. That'll be the team's 5th and a turnover.
I mean, I think maybe the refs are just as much anticipating this game as us, because they're just getting caught watching right now, forgetting to blow their whistle.
I understand that right there. McEachern now moves to a 2-3 zone. Here is Hubbard trying to direct traffic, pops it out to Williams. Williams swings it over on the left side. Now here is in Q Morrison. Q, long lead pass up to Wilby. Batted it, saved it, passed it away. A turnover. Still to Kayla Pointer. Kayla trying to direct stuff in transition. And she'll have to peel it back out now and swing it over to the left. Suttle takes it a long 2-point jumper. In and out, no. Morrison again on the glass. Q Morrison all over everywhere. Here she comes down to the forecourt, running the break. Now dumps it off. Easy layup, good. Demaya McPherson off the dime from Q Morrison.
Q Morrison showing some of that versatility. She said, I could be a point guard, I could be a shooting guard, I could get rebounds, what you need.
Picks it up on Hubbard, now gives it over to Kayla. Kayla gonna drive, put it up, no. Foul, let's see, will it be on the floor? No, they're gonna give her 2 shots and the foul will be on Q Morrison. Q now with her 3rd. The fouls racked up on McEachern in that first half, beginning to rack up on them in the second half. Coach Arthur stands up, looks down the bench. No one came to the scores. Yeah, she's got 2 at the scores table now. Maybe trying to buy some time. Kayla Pointer free throw is good. Kayla missed her first free throw, and now she snapped together 6 in a row. Dalen Craig has checked back in, the 5'9" freshman. Morrison and Clemens go out. And also checking in is the senior 5'9" Alexis Burke, who came in with some defensive intensity in that first half. Kayla Pointer makes both free throws. And we have a timeout. It will be Holy Innocents with the timeout. So we'll keep it right here, Danielle. We talked about both of these teams, state champions, I want to talk a little bit and educate the people on the McEachern Lady Indian schedule. And I'm just going to run this by you. They go to Turner Showcase in Fairfax, Virginia. Will be taking on a very good Ferguson, Florida team, and then a St. John's team out of D.C. Come home, play a region game. Then go back up to D.C. and take on Riverdale Baptist, who's a preseason number 6, and Newman Gordy, who is from Pennsylvania, that's got China Nixon. Then they go to New York, then they go to Duncanville, Texas, and will play down there. They still don't know who they're going to open with in bracket play there. And then go to New York for the Rose Classic Super Jam in New York. Will take on National Academy, Christian Academy, who's number 10, and Archbishop Malloy. The only team they aren't playing are the Minnesota Lynx and LA Sparks.
I mean, really, talk about traveling. It's not AAU. This is high school. I mean, they have a college schedule.
And that's what Coach Arthur likes to do. She has been known to schedule well as Pointer came down and got her first field goal here in this second half. I was talking to her before the game. She said, I absolutely love my schedule. I was trying to do some other stuff. I just couldn't do it. But, I mean, that's what happens when you win 4 out of 5 state championships. I said, you always do that. She's like, yep, when we come home, we're going to be tough. And that's just how you have to take a look at it. If you want to win your state and you want to be the best, you got to go out there and play the best. And she knows her 2012 team finished nationally ranked 2nd, and I really think they should have finished 1st. But that St. Mary's squad out there in Arizona was pretty tough, too.
I mean, when you win 4 or 5 state championships, you shouldn't even have to schedule these games to get the recognition that you need. But, I mean, I guess in order to get that, that's what she's going to do. And she's like, look, we tired of playing teams in Georgia. We want to go out and play with the big dogs.
And that's what McEachern has done. On the flip side, Holy Innocent schedule not as tough, but still very respectable. They'll play in the Charleston, South Carolina tournament. They've got Southwest Atlanta Christian on the schedule. They play Wanda Barrow, who has Olivia Nilsson-Dota. They play Wesleyan, who will have Michaela Combs. Free throw is good.
Kayla Pointer doing everything she can. I mean, she's down there in the post. She's trying to play defense. She's really trying to get to the line, and that's where all her offenses come from today. But nothing else is working.
Foul is going to be called on Daylin Craig, who split her free throws, and that'll be her 3rd. But the foul's now racking up. It's a 1-and-1 situation, but 2 shots coming up for Kayla Pointer. First free throw, good. Living at the line right now, Kayla Pointer.
Match up.
8 of 9 from the free throw line. 14 points so far for Kayla Pointer. Good to see she was back, though. The gym was very quiet early on. She got smacked in the face pretty good. Free throw, good.
And nobody came up here to see her not play.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I mean, we're the media. We didn't pay to get in, but I paid to see her.
Right.
Sorry. I paid to see McEachern, too. It's just we talked about the respect or how Georgia girls are getting respect. Women's basketball overall does not get enough respect, especially at the high school level. There's a drop down, scoop and score right there off a little hook, Alexis Burke. That's a role player coming off the bench doing what she knows she needs to do. 1:50 to go. Blandon kicks it over to Pointer. Pointer hesitated, step back, a 3-ball. No good, off to the left. Look at Burke on the glass. Rebound now for Burke. She put it on the floor, peeled it back, did not pick up the dribble until right then. Here's Aglin. They got to get it across. Coming up a timeline, did, and lost it. Here comes Kayla Hubbard, who should have an easy layup this way. Hubbard with the right hand good. Kayla Hubbard with the steal and lay. Trying to make a push now. It's down to 12. 85 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Aglin gonna hesitate, give it over to Wilby. Wilby and Clements, the only starters on the floor currently for the McEachern Lady Indians. Wilby gonna drive with the left hand, put it up with the right. It's no good. Rebound. There's Kayla Pointer in there. She has turned it on, Danielle. Pointer surveying the floor, stop, hesitate, down the lane, flipped it up, no, but she got the foul.
Right back to the stripe, so she's really finding the gaps, and she's really finding ways to get offense going for this team.
And no better way than to get to the free throw line. I mean, they have a chance now to chip it down to 10.
And every time she gets to the free throw line, somebody in McEachern's team is getting a foul.
And the fouls are beginning to add up, which means Coach Arthur has had to kind of go deep in the bench. I hate to use the term sometimes, but she's trying to steal minutes right now. She's got another minute to steal before the 4th quarter. 1:04 to go. Pointer missed the free throw. 2nd miss of the day. 9 of 11 so far from the line. Free throw. Good. And we have a full timeout called by Holy Innocents, so we'll take it with them right here. You're watching Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUVtv. Welcome you back into Holiday Hoopsgiving. Joel Hillsman, Danielle Jackson. Third quarter action, the final minute of it. The McEachern Lady Indians with an 11-point lead, and they've been in front ever since hitting a three to make it 5-2. There's a nice turn by Burke. No, couldn't get the roll. Rebound ripped down Kennedy Suttle. Suttle hands it over to Kayla Pointer. Pointer quickly offensively. There's Jasmine Clement. Ball was deflected.
Looks at the basket that last time. They keep getting down there, though. I think that those shots will fall. They need them to, especially in the fourth quarter.
Coach Dixon walks up and tells Kayla Pointer one shot. She said, hey, KP, one shot. It was 28 seconds to go. Now we'll sit back and see what happens as they diagram this with 17 seconds to go. 59-48. Kayla. Hoopsgiving on SUVtv. The McEachern Lady Indians 59. The Holy Innocents Lady Golden Bears 50. Fourth quarter coming up in just a moment.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We welcome you back to Holy Innocents, the first game of many right here on the SUVtv.com. Glad that you're with us. I'm Joel Hillsman, joined by Danielle Jackson. The McEachern Lady Indians with a 59-50 lead over Holy Innocents. A fourth quarter coming up that should be very fun. Quickly, just to run you through, Q Morrison now has 14 points. Lindsay Welby is now up to 19 points. They're the leaders for the McEachern Lady Indians. Kayla Pointer now has it going. She has 18 in the contest. And Kayla Hubbard has 17 for Holy Innocents. Holy Innocents in the white. They're moving left to right, and glad that you're with us on SUVtv. And Kayla Pointer scooping and scoring down the lane to Kayla Hubbard, with the left hand. And the lead now down to 7. This is the closest it's been for Holy Innocents in a while, and they did a lot of it at the free throw line with Kayla Pointer and Kayla Hubbard in that third quarter. That was the only quarter they've outscored McEachern, 17-12. A long three, bang, bang, bang. All three of them again. Lindsay Welby has hit her 6th three of the contest. Pushed the lead right back out to 10. And, you know, they made a push. You mentioned it, Danielle. They made a push with a lot of the key scoring off the floor for McEachern, which is what you're supposed to do when you got the starters and you're going up against the bench. You need to close the gap.
But now that the starters are back in, Holy Innocents needs to stay aggressive. See, now they're shooting three-pointers again. I want them to keep driving like they were when the starters were out of the game.
Pointer's three was no good. Williams Thought she had the rebound and lost it out of bounds. Let me set it for you. It'll be Jasmine Clements, Chanel Wilson, Q Morrison, Lindsey Wilby, and Simone Oliver, the starting five for the McEachern Lady Indians. Shy Blanding, Patterson Williams, Kennedy Suttle, Kayla Pointer, and Kayla Hubbard, the five on the floor for the Holy Innocents Golden Bears. The only starter not out there, or the only starter that is out there is Patterson Williams, but she's been subbing in and out since the early moments. Here's Wilson over on the left wing, picks it up and gives it back to Q Morrison. Morrison to Clements, who popped to the top. Now they swing it over to Morrison. She puts it down. Tip pass. Suttle chased it down. Bang! Went flying into the shakes that was set up in the front row right there. No one has gotten here yet, but those are the expensive seats. And now a timeout has been called. We'll keep it right here. Another interesting note that I want to bring out with you, Danielle. I forgot this game started at 10 in the morning. Both teams were woke up already. They were ready to play a full timeout by McEachern.
And my thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, do what got you right back here in this game. They were down by, what, 19 at one point? Almost a 20-point lead. Keep driving. Keep getting to the free throw line. Get these starters in foul trouble.
It has been a very, very entertaining ball game. Holy Innocents coming in already 2-0 this year. They defeated Riverwood 77-15 and defeated Modell 68-61. And remember, Modell has Victoria Saxton, the class of 2018, who played very well at the Nike Nationals back in May. And coming into the contest, Holy Innocents, 72.5 points per game. They were giving up 38 points per game. They're giving up 68 now. We've got 6.5 to go in this fourth quarter.
I mean, but this McEachern team, such a high-power offensive team. So, I mean, it's almost impossible to hold them to 38 points unless Morrison and Wilson and Wilby don't show up.
Q Morrison and Kayla Pointer, who we've talked about. Q Morrison, number 17 on the Prospect Nation rankings. Kayla Pointer coming in at number 13 in the ESPN. Kayla comes in at 71 and Q comes in at 31. It's just safe to say they're top elite players. Oliver has it now for McEachern to Wilby. Lindsey Wilby going to Texas Tech. And she has been shooting the lights out of the ball today with 6 3-pointers. Chanel's going to pull one. It's no good. Fouled around, tipped out of bounds, and no, going to be saved underneath that baseline. A little tricky angle here for me. I apologize. Oh, on the back cut. I don't think Oliver saw it coming. Tipped it. Wilson is going to come away with it now. The 50-50 balls also have been going McEachern's way today, Danielle. Wilson's three, no good. Rebound, batted around, out of bounds, off of Holy Innocents, and again will be retained by McEachern.
And McEachern's getting those 50-50 balls because they're everywhere. They want every loose ball. They want their hands on every pass. They're just in the lanes, kind of playing a little bit harder than this Holy Innocents team.
Inbound and a foul, and that will be on Patterson Williams, a 5'6" senior, number 14. She's got her a triple today, came down in transition.
Good play, Patty.
Fourth team foul. The thing about it, Holy Innocents, you talked about it, if they continue to drive, McEachern is already in the bonus. They're already in the bonus, so they could be living at the line again. A pop to the top, turnaround, jump good. Jasmine Clements popped and flashed at that free throw line, caught it, turned around, and dropped it home.
Holy Innocents in the zone right now, leaving that middle wide open, trying to get out on shooters, but you can't just let someone right in the lane and not put a hand in their face.
Williams, the pointer. Pointer, quick 2 dribbles, 3 with a hesitation, drive, puts it up, count it, and the foul, Kayla Pointer. That's exactly what we were talking about and what you were talking about, Danielle, getting to the free throw line. The and one opportunity coming up.
Such a good driver, knows how to be poised when she's driving, so I don't understand, like, why even settle for that 3-point shot? Get into the lane.
Kayla Pointer at the free throw line. Goes through a free throw routine, grips the ball, good rotation, rolled off, no good. Could not complete the 3-point play. Rebound down to the Indians. Morrison quicks it up quickly to Chanel Wilson. Wilson to Morrison. Q now going to swing it back, now going to drive on the baseline, dump it off. Nice pass to Oliver, jumper, good. Nice teamwork and good pass. Simone Oliver with her second field goal. Kick it back out. Blanding going to pull the 3. Air ball, no good. Clemens lets it go. It goes out of bounds, and it will go over to McEachern.
Not to say anything about Blanding's shot, but my coach once told me, if you're open, it's a reason.
I've been told that too. I've heard that in some practice. Did they say the ball was deflected? No. They got together and talked about it. Blandon with 2 points, and that's how I'll close that. I like that, Danielle. That's what I'm talking about. Can y'all? I can pair with Danielle the rest of forever. There's the pass to Pointer. Pointer floating it up good. Kayla Pointer. She's starting to tack him on there and put him on her back. Almost got the steal. Wilby got the pass. Wilby going all the way. Put it up. A foul on shot. Blanding on the shot.
Wilby turned on the Jets right there.
And she's long.
I mean,
long strides. Kind of put you in the mind, just in the mind of Scottie Pippen. Long strides. Blanding picks up her second. That'll be the team's 5th, but Lindsay Wilby will go into the free throw line. This will be her first trip. 22 points in the ball game already for Lindsay Wilby, and remember, she's got 6 3 balls. And she connects on her first free throw.
Shy, you're out. They're back up.
Jada Farrell has checked back in for Holy Innocents. 4:32 to go. 11-point lead. So McEachern right now, the closest Holy Innocents had gotten was 7. And they've kind of pushed it back out there, and they're staying in that 9, 10, 11, 12 range. It's at 12 at the moment. Still within striking distance as we come up on 4:20. Hubbard to Kayla Pointer. Now here's the zone defense from McEachern. Attacks to Farrell. Farrell's pass was deflected. Subtle recovered it. Shot in the lane. Back iron, no good. I like how Jasmine Clemens is rebounding the basketball offensively and defensively. On the break, layup, good.
It's a total team effort right now by this McEachern team. I mean, you don't just see the main 3 players doing everything. I mean, everybody else is stepping up and making things happen. Pointer went right down the lane just there.
Kayla Pointer, 6 points in the quarter. She's beginning to fill it up now. 24 in the contest for Kayla Pointer. 3:45 to go, but Holy Innocent still trailing by 12. Here's Chanel Wilson on the hesitation. Gonna drive, put it off the window. No, fight for the rebound. Wilson got it back, dumped it off to Clemens. She was fouled down low by Jada Farrell. Jada Farrell getting some burn now.
And Wilson at 5'7". I don't think she gets enough credit for everything that she does for this team. I mean, running a point guard for this team and really makes really good decisions and even getting in there and getting rebounds at 5'7".
And a freshman. Oh, you're talking about Chanel. Sorry. I thought we were talking about Jada. Jada Farrell of Holy Innocents, who is a freshman. Still impressive to be starting at this program. This is the 3rd game of the season. Clements, second free throw. Ooh, no good. Who opened the door? We are in gym number 1 here at Holy Innocents. Beautiful facility, and it will be packed later on all weekend, especially tonight. You and I were talking about the slate. Just remember, if you're here right here on thesuvtv.com, this is the place, thesuvtv.com. For all the games that are scheduled tonight, I thought I had my schedule. I'll be back with you guys at 5 o'clock for Newton and Liberty County, and that'll be followed by Norcross and Green Forest. And then the nightcap will be IMG taking on Pebblebrook. Those games begin at 5. There's a nice slate there in the middle. I should have that. I do apologize. Sylvester Sly Williams will be here and give you that play-by-play. I don't know. I get in here. I might get stuck. I love it. 71-58, 3:31 to go. Either way, I'm glad to be with you. Glad to be working with Danielle Jackson here. And the McEachern Lady Indians, a 13-point lead. Still time, though. Remember, McEachern has 9 team fouls. So each foul from here going forward, Holy Innocents is at the stripe. That was Holy Innocents with the timeout. 27-5 last year as the 1A state private champions for this Holy Innocents Ball Club. And Nicole Dixon taking over her first season, as I mentioned. Phyllis Arthur, 4 state titles. She's won 3 in a row. That's the first time 3 in a row have been won at the highest level since. That's a trivia question for you. In Georgia.
Southwest Cap.
Southwest Cap, not at the highest level. Collins Hill.
Oh, with Maya Moore.
There you go.
I got you. I thought Southwest the Cab because, you know, I'm from Tucker, so.
Yeah.
We were on the back end of that. couple times.
Redan has always had some very good teams there. Miller Grove have won them a state championship. A lot of people think about Miller Grove with the boys, but the girls got them one in there too as well. DeKalb County, I think it's 13 years in a row a team from DeKalb County has won a state championship in basketball. Free throw good. She split them. It's McEachern squad. It's Cobb County. Holy Innocents right now, private school in Fulton County. Pump fake, put it on the floor. They'll kick it back out to the top. Here's Q Morrison, 71-59. Jasmine pulls a three, no good. Jasmine tipped, followed her shot, and got her own rebound. Pass was deflected. Now Wilby saved it in the air. Gonna come away with it though is Holy Innocents, and here's Blanding. Blanding quickly with her head up with the left hand dribbles, kicks it in the corner, down on the baseline, driving up Hubbard and one. Kayla Hubbard.
Big time move by Hubbard right there. Using that body, keeping it on the left side. You know she's that lefty. Getting it in there, put a little English on it and make it go in. Can't coach that.
Deceptive. No, you cannot. Deceptive. Kayla Hubbard. 21 points in the ball game. Simone Oliver will come in, and Demaya McPherson will take a seat. McPherson with 4 points off the bench. The role players have done a fine job for McEachern so far in this contest.
Completes that three-point play.
9 players have scored for McEachern. 71-62. There's that 9 points again. Wilby now gives it off to Morrison. Morrison to Wilson, who was cutting. Oliver had to save it. Now kicks it way back out top. Morrison catches it and stays on her feet.
And this is where you want that shot clock. I mean, high school basketball, these girls are going to the next level next year. And that's a big difference. You can't just hold the ball.
And McEachern, the team, in defense of them, they don't hold the ball until they get in a situation where you can. But, yeah, 30 seconds. I interviewed Coach Arthur after her first state championship in 2012, and that was one of the direct questions. Should we have a shot clock? And she says yes, and I said, how long? 30 seconds. And she knows, and I agree. 30 seconds is well enough. Because at some point, yes, you've got the 5 count, but you have to reward the defense for playing good defense.
It's hard to play defense for more than 30 seconds.
Goodness. And to play good defense.
Right.
Here comes Morrison. Morrison gonna drive. Kick it in the corner. Will be a three. No good. Rebound comes down to Kayla Pointer. We're coming up on 2 minutes ago. Pointer in transition. Pointer stops, spins in the lane, drives, and let's see, will we have a foul or will we have a jump ball? One whistle on the trail official, one from the center official. They're gonna get together and talk about it.
Well, the trail official really couldn't tell from that angle. But he'll call a foul, and
be on Simone Oliver.
You can't really disagree with that call. They're at home. The way the game is right now.
I like it.
Let's hit the Buffalo Wild Wings button and keep this thing going.
I'm with you. You know, with some of the lineups that we have, I was telling our producer, Marcus Burnett and Lisa Burnett, I'm okay with 12-minute quarters this weekend. I am just fine with it. Danielle Jackson joining me. I'm Joel Hilsman. Glad that you're with us. Let's see. Simone Oliver has fouled out of the contest, so a substitution must be made. So Alexis Burke will check in, and she's played a solid game. Came in that second quarter and played defensively well. Got her a hoop in the third quarter.
And what's the foul count? Like, I like to see these Holy Innocent girls go at these players that's up there with 3 and 4 fouls.
They're in the double bonus now. Kayla Pointer with the free throw, it is good. She has lived at that line today. (12 of 14, 11 of 14 from the free throw line. 12 of 15. 7-point game, 2:05 to go. McEachern and Holy Innocents, 7A against 1A private. Defending state champs in Georgia. Both of them loaded with top recruits. Under 2 minutes, a turnover, a foul call. The Holy Innocents crowd did not like it at all.
What you think about that one?
I thought they could have let that one go. I thought that was going to be gone. I thought we were going to have a break, and they were going to be cutting that thing to 5. That's what I thought was coming. Foul was called on Kayla Hubbard. Her second. Q Morrison at the free throw line. She is 3 of 3 on the day. It's the front end of the 1-and-1 coming up. Good. Q first points here in this fourth quarter. She has 15 in the game. Good. Q going to Georgia. Kalaya Robinson, a McEachern alum, is at Georgia already as well. There's Pointer. Pointer stepped under. Good. Beautiful move, Kayla Pointer. She has 4 field goals here in this fourth quarter. That's her most field goals in a quarter in this game, rising up 73-66. A minute and a half, and now a steal. Blanding with the steal. To Patterson-Williams. Gives it over to Kayla Hubbard. Hubbard on the pump fake. Now going to drive in the lane. Use her body. Step up. Shot. Counted. And the foul. Kayla Hubbard. And one.
Did you hit the button? Did you hit the Buffalo Wild Wings button? Because
you have it. You have it somewhere. Or the Staples Easy button. One of them. 1:24 to go and a chance now to cut this thing down to 4. 73-68, a 5-point game. Kayla Hubbard is at the free throw line.
And the two Kaylas just making it happen right now, back-to-back buckets.
Free
they
throw,
should put some respect on their name.
Uh-oh. It is a 4-point game, and McEachern has to call time with 79 seconds to go, 1:19 to go. I think the highest they got up to was 18 on 19. It teetered around there, and then Holy Innocents was able to slowly chip it away and get it down to 7, and now they have it down to 4, 1:19 to go. McEachern 73, Holy Innocents 69, and we have us a ball game, as we mentioned, and they were able to do it, getting to the free throw line. They've gotten there 7 times now here in this fourth quarter, 5 of 7 as a team in the fourth quarter are Holy Innocents from the free throw line.
And we talked about that's where all of their offense has been coming from in this game. And hey, it's keeping them in it.
Kayla Hubbard is 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Kayla Pointer is 12 of 15 from the free throw line. Inbound now to Morrison. Morrison right there on the logo, getting ready to cross half court, and does. The count is off, 70 seconds. Morrison with the drive now, gives it to Wilson. Chanel lost it a little bit. Now Q picks it up. They run a trap at her. There Chanel has it. Chanel on the backdoor pass to Jasmine. Jasmine was open, didn't shoot it. Now going to get it off, tip, out of bounds, a turnover. Now this is one of those things, you start playing not to lose, it can come back and burn you. Under a minute to go, 57 seconds less than that, 73-69. Here comes Kayla Pointer into the forecourt. They've been trailing ever since they got down 5-2. They're in within striking distance. 45 seconds. Here's Kayla Hubbard between to make a move, and Lindsay went in there and took that cookies. 39 and 6/10 seconds.
And the crowd really into this one. Everyone's on edge right now.
Yeah. What a way to kick off the holiday Hoopsgiving here at Holy Innocents High School. And most of the action, all of the action will be here on the SUVtv.com. So we'll be at the free throw line. Big free throws coming for Lindsay will be good. 3 of 3 from the stripe today.
And if you think about it, fouls really sparked this turn of events. I mean, just this Holy Innocents team putting their head down and getting to the line just brought them all the way back into this game.
Second free throw, good.
Something that McEachern will have to watch out for moving forward.
The foul count, as you mentioned, I think that really did it. Here comes Kayla right down the lane, deflected out of bounds, and it will go to McEachern. Wow, I didn't see that one, and we're sitting, right here on the floor level.
I mean, who do they think knocked the ball out?
Substitution coming. Burke will come out, and going in will be Alyssa Smith, a junior. She's gotten spot duty here as McEachern goes deep. Jasmine now on the inbound, gives it to Wilby. They'll have to give the foul. They don't give it to him. Now here's Wilson with 28 seconds. Chanel Wilson with the Shy Blandon comes to Trapper. Shy Blandon commits the foul. 75-69. Chanel Wilson will be going to the free throw line. Chanel today will be making her first trip. She has 10 points in the game, has not scored here in this second half with 24 and 6/10 seconds left. Kayla Pointer upset as she walks by the ref. And she's having a little upset a little bit over the officiating. Wilson free throw, good. Push the lead right back out there to 7. Missed it, no good. Rebound to Kayla. They're going to push it up the floor quickly now. Gives it in to Suttle. Kennedy Suttle scoops it up. No, she was fouled. Foul on the shot. Either way, it'll be 2 shots. They're in the double bonus. Alyssa Smith with the foul. It'll be her second. Mr. Ref smiling. I think he don't know what he was walking into when he walked into this gym with all this talent on the floor. Kennedy Soto going to the free throw line. She is, let's see, 4 of 5 today, 4 of 6. Soto, a 6-foot junior. Second free throw, good. And a timeout called by Holy Innocents, trailing by 6, a 2-possession game technically, 18 2/10 of a second left. What is Coach Dixon telling her squad in the huddle, Danielle?
Well, it's 18 seconds left. They're going to have to foul quick. I like to see them try to get the ball to maybe one of the players who isn't so great from the free throw line. I mean, who's been not so good from the free throw line today? That's the question.
They haven't fouled much, haven't had to shoot. Wilby is 4 of 4 from the line. Q Morrison is 5 of 5. Chanel just split hers, 1 of 2. Craig 2 of 2 on the bench. Yeah, they've shot the free throws well. Jasmine Clements split. She's 1 of 2.
And, I mean, of course, they're going to try to get the ball to one of the best 3 players. So foul them quick. Hope that they, miss a free throw and then get the ball out and try to get something going really fast up the court. They don't necessarily need a 3 right off the bat, but they have to score quick. It's only 18 seconds left.
We talked about the reserves. I quickly just added up 8 points off of the bench. Check it. 12 points off of the bench for McEachern. So check it again, 14 points off the bench. That's good bench production from your role players, and those baskets have came kind of when they needed it, when they were trying to, get some space, especially there late in that third quarter.
Yeah, when they had the players on the bench, some with foul trouble, so.
Inbound Clemens, the Craig foul by Pointer. Kayla Pointer turns and looks at a coaching staff. She don't like the call. The whistles have kind of been whistles today. Kayla picks up her second. So Daylon Craig to the free throw line. A 5'9" freshman. She's 2 of 2 from the stripe. Good, 3 of 3. And you're right, they have been very solid at the free throw line, and there's that 7-point lead again, 77-70. McEachern 1-1 on the season, trying to pick up their second win. It is good. Lost their opener to Norcross, came back and smoked Southwest DeKalb, and now are going to escape Holy Innocents. Blanding got it blocked. Q Morrison blocked it. Soto got the rebound, and she was fouled by Daylon Craig. 10 3, 10 seconds. Kennedy Soto will be going to the free throw line, trailing by 8.
She needs both of these free throws right here to keep this team afloat.
Soto, good. 7-point game. If they make the free throw, it'll be a 6-point game, and you're still within striking distance. You got to foul and hope they foul, but she misses. Clemens gets the rebound. Wilby going to come around. Wilby gives it over to Morris. Morris now quickly give you some numbers here. Lindsay Wilby finishes with 26 points in the ball game. Q Morrison finishes with 16 points in the game. And Chanel Wilson finishes with 11. Those are the leaders for McEachern. Kayla Pointer finishes with a game-high 28 points. And Kayla Hubbard finishes with 25 for Holy Innocents. Final score again, McEachern 78, Holy Innocents 71. For Danielle Jackson, I'm Joel Hillsman. More from the Holiday Hoopsgiving on SUVtv coming up. Sly's going to take over. I'll rejoin you guys later on 5 p.m. today for the Newton County Rams and the Liberty County Panthers. Danielle, it was a pleasure working with you.
It was fun. I mean, way to open up.
I know that's right. All right, stay with us right here all day on the SUVtv.com.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.